Well, with chillier months ahead, you need hearty fall recipes that'll warm everyone up.
Brandon Fay, the founder of Pasta by Hudson, is here with some great ideas. Welcome.
Hello, everybody. Happy fall.
I know, happy fall.
How did that happen?
We have no idea.
It's fast, right?
It's fall already, but that's great, right? It's fall because there's a lot of great fall food out there.
And you've probably been, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're looking at everything, and you've probably been to the farmer's market picking up the best stuff, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
All organic. I literally been spending my days at the farmer's market, and it's so great right now. You're at the farms with your children, right? Having a good time. You're at pumpkin patches, you're getting apples, and then you come home and you get inspired and you cook. And it's a great time of year because fall vegetables, right? Winter vegetables, fall vegetables, they last a long time. I love to call them pantry vegetables, right? Because they can stick around for like 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And you can just forget about them and then grab them and start cooking again.
So what are we making?
So we got it's a harvest chicken casserole.
That looks amazing.
I'm sorry, is this cooked right now? Can I try this?
Okay. Of course.
I just didn't want to be mistaken.
And you're gonna go to town. You're gonna help me a little. I had some stuff in there.
Yeah. So how do you do this?
So, right, this is a one pot. It's like a one pot stop. Right, you just throw a whole bunch of stuff in there, and you can do it 2 ways. Like right here, traditional casserole. You can put it in the oven. Right, you've got chicken, you've got dried cranberries, fennel, shallots, butternut squash, or sweet potato. And check with sweet potato. Right after you peel it. A lot of people are like, oh, sweet potato takes so long. It's all about cutting it in really small pieces, put in the oven, put some syrup on there, maple syrup, oh yeah, or sugar. Put in the oven for about 45 minutes or so, or 5 to 10, 15 minutes, or depending on how thick the cuts are. And then it just gets nice and caramelized. And then you could throw it into there. Now, that's a one-stop shop, so you can put everything in at once. Or I even like to cook them all separately and then throw them into a big pot and start stirring it up. But what do you think so far? How's it over there? Want to add some stuff?
It is so good.
When you get a chance, want to put some more squash.
Okay.
Now, I think if you remember, I love bacon.
I love bacon.
When you get a chance, there's some smoked apple with bacon. You could throw some on top as well. You know, don't be pretty. Just like crunch it up and put it on top.
And then what did you?
So
grilled
that's
chicken.
the chicken, right?
Okay.
Just herb marinated the chicken. You can put that in there as well, right? And in the oven, this is going to cook in stages. Add the chicken first, kind of let that cook up, and then you're going to add the squash. You can add the shallots, the bacon, the dried cranberries, and that's going to be like 20, 30, 40 minutes. You're done. The whole entire dish.
So you cook it all in here and just add as you go?
Exactly, all in stages. Keep adding. And like I said, if you don't have a casserole and you don't want to turn your oven, you can even put this in a pot and start cooking in the pot and just stir it up. Either way works really, really well.
And what do we have in here?
So here's a really cool trick. Here's farro. A lot of people hear farro and they're like, oh my God, what's farro? And you know, it's a grain, it's one of the oldest grains, and they get a little intimidated, but there's really not much to be intimidated about. It's super easy. It does take a long time, but really quickly, the trick is you fire it up, you get some butter and some shallots, give it some flavor. That's your base. Here's your farro, that's what it looks like, right?
Wow.
But farro then turns into this big, it just absorbs your water and your moisture. So you throw that all into there, and in about 30, 40 minutes, after you slowly add in the water, it's gonna absorb it, and it's gonna start to cook off really nicely. And when it's nice and soft, you're done. Now, what do we do with the farro? So unbelievably versatile. Over here, I took the squash, right? That's acorn squash. And what I do is
I can eat this, right?
Yes, we can, of course! You can eat it all!
Susie never used to eat anything on this show. I always had to eat everything, but she has changed. Anyway, as she eats...
And the trick with the farro, I call it a cacio pepe farro. So what I did was I added some crushed black pepper, I added some sea salt, I added some cheese, tons of cheese, and throw mushrooms in it if you want or not. And with the squash, all I did was, what's up, how you doing? All I did was really quick with squash, you can do one of two things. You can just put it right in the oven the way it is, let it cook off, because sometimes it's hard to cut. But if not, cut the bottom off, and then just lay it flat like that, slice it down the middle, then you take the 2 halves, face them down so they don't burn up, put them in the oven, and let them naturally caramelize for about 40, 45 minutes. You're done, and then stuff it with anything you want.
Oh, good weather for this stuff. It is, yeah.